All right, hey coaches, it's Dawn and
Christine.
All right, we're going to talk to you about how to run awesome, amazing challenge groups. And we're going to do this together because we actually run our challenge groups together. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about how that works well for us, but then also talk to you ways that have worked for us in the past when we didn't do them together, and some tips and pointers that we've accumulated through talking to a lot of coaches that are really successful with this. So I'm going to start off and talk to you about one of the ways that we set our groups up for success. Both the groups for the success and then us as the ones running the group is setting clear expectations prior to the start of the group. Both Christine and I are making sure that we're having discussions with the participants before they come in so they know what it is that we're expecting of them, whether we're using a Facebook group or we're using the Challenge Tracker app. We let them know what it's going to look like, that there's going to be a pinned post each day that they need to look for. If you guys are doing pinned posts on the computer, they don't always show up on people's phones when they're on their mobile. So you need to make sure that you're letting them know, hey, every morning you need to be looking for this post. We also want to make sure that they know what we expect as far as their participation, that we don't want them to just be a fly on the wall, and we talk to them about that. We use a point system. So we have them accumulate points for different things, and we set that up for them. We let them know ahead of time, but we also do a preparation week. So the particular groups that we've been running have a full week of prep, and in that prep week, we're letting them know, hey, these are some of the expectations for the group, but this is also going to help set you up to do the things that you need to do to be successful with your program and with your nutrition. Some of the things that we ask are that regularly they're going to be posting a sweaty selfie and a healthy meal picture. So we let them know every day we expect to see that for you to get a point. And then you need to be checking the pinned post for additional things that may come up. Christine.
Perfect. She nailed it. I have nothing to add. Another thing that we do is we offer mixed programs in our group. So we have some people doing 21-day fix, some people doing hammer and chisel, some people doing size. You can offer program related groups. Like if you're doing something, you can have someone do P90X3 with you. Dawn loves P90X3. She does it a lot. You can invite people to do that with you and have just a group geared towards that. But we found having one big group of a bunch of people doing a lot of different things is good because A, we only have one group to worry about, and B, people see other programs and become curious, and that way you can talk about other things for them to purchase when they're done with their program. The other thing is we require a challenge pack purchase. We strongly encourage it. It's obviously the best chance at good results and it's the best deal, but we really just require that they're either doing a program or they're on the consumables. So they're either drinking Shakeology or using the performance line. So we have people in there that run, but they're drinking Shakeology. And we have people in there that aren't drinking Shakeology, but they're doing a Beachbody program. And we just require that because it protects the culture of our Beachbody community. And usually one or the other ends up picking up the other thing because they see other people doing it. So it just works. It works really well. So that is another thing we do. Go ahead, Dawn.
Okay. Something that we started doing that has been hugely successful, and partially because I'm one of those early risers and I'm super type A about certain things. And I hated being in groups where I knew there was going to be a post, but I'd be up for hours and hours before a post would show up. So we actually pre-schedule. We do the auto scheduling of our posts. And we actually had been using Hootsuite. One of the benefits of that Challenge Tracker app is you don't need a third-party scheduling tool in order to schedule your posts. So that's just an FYI. But we pre-schedule our posts and we have them hit at 4 a.m. just because we felt like that was a good time to hit. And this way, when challengers get up, no matter what time they get up and start their workout, there's something either motivational or educational or something that they can be aware to do. The worst thing ever is in a group where you get bonus points for doing an added bonus move, but that post shows up an hour after you've showered. Like, super annoying. So we pre-schedule. However, if you pre-schedule, you're going to not be successful at all if you are not fully engaged. So even though you pre-scheduled that post, you need to be checking in with that group. Now, depending on your schedule, it may be different. We check in regularly throughout the day, but there are coaches that, you know, there's a window of time in the evening that they sit down and they'll reply and respond to every post. Christine typically will do that where she gets one chunk of time and she'll just go through and interact with all the posts. I have a little different schedule and different flexibility, and I'm attached to my phone, so I'm, responding as they come in. Whatever works for you, but you just need to be interacting. And not just to the posts, but if you haven't seen somebody post in a couple days, Make sure you're checking in with them, see how things are going. What's going to be really nice about that challenge tracker app is that you're going to be able to track and see if people are posting their workouts or drinking their Shakeology, so you can kind of check in with them further on that. That's all I got about scheduling and engagement.
Awesome. Another fun thing that we have done a few times in our challenge group, thanks to Facebook's new tool, is you can go live in your challenge group. So you can grab your phone, go live, and talk to them right then and there, whether it's a question that someone had that you want to answer, or something that's going on that you just want to address, or you just have something fun you want to share, or if you want to announce the winner of the point system, you can do that. You can also just make a video and share it in the group. It's just nice sometimes, I think, for them to hear your voice. Another thing other coaches have done that we haven't done yet, but can be super cool, is like a weekly Zoom meeting where you can have your challengers come in and do a Zoom call with you, and you can go over some cool stuff. And that's a great way to make it a more interactive environment. And you definitely want to make it interactive. You want to be involved with this like you're in person, because even though you can't be, you want to give them the best chance. And the more interactive it is, the more they're going to stay involved. The other thing we do is bonus videos. So a couple times a month, we will offer either a video of us doing some bonus moves that they can get points for, and we ask them to video themselves and share it with the group, or we let them pick on us. And if you want to get engagement from a quiet group, tell them that they can pick a bonus move for you to do, and you'll video yourself doing it and put it on Facebook. They usually show up for that because they like to torture you for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, that's all I have, Dawn. Go ahead.
One of the things that's really helpful with these challenge groups, and one of the reasons we know studies have shown through Beachbody that some of the most successful coaches in the business have been successful challengers. And the challenge groups are where you're going to begin to start to find your future coaches. And what we've made sure and been very intentional about having our participants share in the way we have them share. We have them posting pictures of themselves, posting meals, those, sweaty selfies. Sometimes in our bonus points, we'll have them share something with the group, but then they get a bonus point if they put it on their wall and tag us. Usually the kind of posts that we have them sharing are, their Thirsty Thursday, and say, why they're drinking so much water. What's one of the benefits of drinking water. We'll have them share a way that they've grown and changed over the course of the group, which lets other people out there know that they're doing something that's meaningful and having an impact. We're doing that because we want them to see how easy it can be to do a lot of the things that we do as coaches, so that as the group is winding down and we start to talk to the challengers about the coach opportunity, we say, look, you've already been doing it. Everything you've done within this group, supporting each other, is what a coach does. But especially those people that took those bonus points to the next level and shared it on their wall and invited others into their journey, it's what it's all about. It's what that coaching is. Christine?
Bam. So another thing that we do is we run our groups ongoing. And this just means we have one group on Facebook that's always going, and we add people to it. We change the name. Now there's a definite start date. So we run ours for 3 weeks. We have a prep week, like Dawn told you, and then we have 3 weeks. Now some coaches they'll do a 60-day or they'll do a 90-day, and that's just a longer group. But ours is always ongoing. So we just roll it over to the new group. There's a definite start, a definite stop, but it's the same group, and we just put new people in. Now you don't have to do that. You can have one group each month or however long you want to do it, and then delete the group, scrub it clean, and add new people in. The reason I like to do it this way is you have people that fall off the wagon, and it's really easy for them to plug back in, or for you to reach out to them if that group is always there and available. Whereas if you're scrubbing and getting rid of, they might get lost. However, the benefit to that is if they don't have a group to plug into, they're going to have to reach out to you. So there's definitely good reasons to do both. But we don't just leave it running for a random amount of time and there's always this group. There's a start date, a prep week, and a completion date. That way it's at least regimented. And that's basically it. Anything you want to add?
One of the things that we're going to make sure we share with you in the notes are a template that Christine had designed that we've utilized in running our group. Now she shared, we do this ongoing group. So if you're somebody that does a group from start to finish and then scrubs it clean and it has different people come in, you could technically use the same template over and over again and tweak it to fit your style and your kind of group. But if you're doing an ongoing group, you can't do the same exact posts every single day because it'll get old and pretty unoriginal. So what we've done is we've taken those posts and followed a similar pattern. So Mondays are always a motivation Monday, but that Monday post will look a little bit different each time. We'll use a different image to go with that post. You know, we've got tip Tuesdays. So we'll share some of that for you, but it's a good idea to get in that kind of system so that people sort of know what to expect. You know, maybe Thursday isn't always about water, but maybe it's sharing Shakeology recipes. One of the nice things, we already know Beachbody lays out for us, and they give us tools that we can use for the challenge groups. With the new Challenge Tracker app, if you haven't checked it out, some of the challenge group templates that they've given are a lot nicer than they used to be in the online office. So you don't have to do this all on your own. Take some of the stuff that we're going to share with you, and take some of the stuff Beachbody's already provided you, and then interject yourself as you go along. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
All right.
Bye,
Boom.
Laura. Boom.